Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, thanks for joining us on today's video. What I consider one of the greatest luxury cars to come along. Actually, you know, the migration of this car forever, the Mercedes SL, has been, each time it's improved so much, but the older models have just really stayed classic and have continued to sell well. And one of the great things also too is their value. You know, their value as used cars are significantly better than their value as new cars. You know, this car here had an MSRP of almost $98,000, right in the $97,000 range. And we're selling this car in the low 30s with just 50,000 miles on it. So, you know, these cars are known to go 200,000 and 300,000 miles. It's quite a value, and this car should be around a long time. On top of it, this one also has a couple great options, not to mention, I love the color. It's called Aegean blue metallic, and in turn you get an ash leather interior. But some of the standard things, this for instance happens to have an optional package. We'll get back to standard stuff in a second, but this has the optional AMG Sport package, so you get the AMG wheels, brand new set of Continentals that I just put on there, and a couple of the wheels have some curb rash. The car just came in, we'll take care of those this week, so that'll all be gone, but I just wanted you to get a look at it. Xenon headlights, and great styling in the front too. You know, I think this car is really going to hold up styling-wise well for a really long time. Let's take a walk around the rest of the car for a second. Good looking handles, antennas nicely done here, and the back end of the car looks great too. It's kind of sculpted with these bumperettes in here. These are your backup sensors. Makes it very nice to have too. You got the trunk for some storage. When the hardtop's in here, it leaves all of this underneath. The hardtop's up. We have a nice big luggage area in there. So you can put all your soft luggage in there, and then you can go ahead and put your top down. Look how much room is in there when the top's down. And then it's kind of cool too, because this has the panorama roof package, meaning it has electrochromatic glass in the top of the hardtop. And this is a folding hardtop, which is nice because you get rid of the wind, you get the best of both worlds. You get the convertible without the sound, and you also get the safety of having a hardtop. But this goes one step further and puts the electrochromatic glass up there, which is a chemical inside, which darkens it and lightens it depending on the light outside, and also has a sunshade inside that will help you in case it's too bright out. All right, here we are at the hood. Let's take a peek here. Mercedes does a really nice job of making power, and the reason I say that is this. You know, they rate these engines, it's a 5-liter V8, it's aluminum block, aluminum heads, fuel injected, all the good things that you'd want in an engine, but they also rate it at 302 horsepower. The one big thing I found out about Mercedes is if they say it has 300 horsepower, it has 320 horsepower. They underrate their engines. They make way more power, I feel, than 300 horsepower. So not only is it good looking, but it's a very powerful machine too. Talked about the Xenons, 4-wheel disc brakes with anti-lock, of course, a plethora of airbags. And this is kind of some of the things you should be looking for when you're buying a used car. Like for instance, like we walked around here, this car doesn't have any paint work on it. So we look at these bolts to see if a body shop has put a wrench on them to turn them. We look to see if the original factory stickers are there, saying whether the hood's been replaced, like the car's been in an accident. But everything is here that all appears to be original and from the factory. All right, so we talked about the outside of the car. Talked about the AMG package. I think the wheels make it look great, looks sporty yet elegant. Let's move inside and we'll see where Mercedes luxury shines even more. One thing I wanted to show you is they have this nice feature here. It's a button so you don't have to reach for finding how to move the seat forward. Okay? All right, so you got some storage back in here. Here's your CD changer. Right there. Storage bin right here. Okay. And this is kind of cool. This is what they call rollover protection. And what it is actually a roll bar that would pop up. And if you want to, you can ride around with that bar up. Some people like the look of it, some people don't. Kind of adds a sporty look to the car. Regardless of whether it does or it doesn't, it's designed if something was to happen, if the car starts to tilt, that would pop up instantly on its own. And then you have the windshield to protect you with the roll bar that's buried in here, as well as this roll bar here. Heated and ventilated seats package is called the active seats. It also has massaging in it too. Cup holders. Parking sensors we talked about, and if you're stuck at a parking lot and somebody pulls up behind you, those sensors will go off. You can always turn those off inside right here. This also has a ride height adjustment. At high speeds, it actually lowers itself more, but if you needed to traverse some snow or something like that you felt uncomfortable about, you can push a button. It'll actually raise the car several inches. Okay, climate control for both sides. Here's the sound system here. It's got the nav built in. We have the nav discs for it. CD, has a built-in phone availability if you have a phone that works on their system. Little stuff like this, like power tilt and telescopic wheel. You can also code the keys for the memory, so it's kind of nice. As you hit the memory of it, it'll set the steering wheel, the radio stations, the mirrors, things like that to the key that you own, so it's ready to go when you get in it. Also has a nice thing called an easy exit feature. When you turn the car off, the seat slides all the way back, the steering wheel goes all the way up, and out you go. Here's the ventilated seats button. Here's the heated seats button. Just very nice. Everything is great about it. Anyway, I'll start it for you just so you can hear what it sounds like. This is the panorama roof that I was talking about earlier. I just wanted you to see how cool it is if you look up here. It's like a great big sunroof on top of, if you don't want to put the top down that day, you still get to get the light in here, and if it gets to be too bright, there's a nice sunshade that goes over there. Just a nice feature. I just think it looks great. In closing up a video on this car here, this is, as silly as this seems, this is Mercedes and value combined. Mercedes are typically very expensive cars, and this was a very expensive car when it was new, but this is the right time to buy something like this. With only 50,000 miles on it, a great color, great interior, some great options, and priced in the $30,000 range, it's really a great buy. Anyway, call us if you have any questions, 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about it.